Is it all over for the bears? Welcome back to Crypto Rosetta. My name's Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I'm just going to give you another update of how I see the market currently. Really interesting day it was yesterday. Now, if you're brand new on the channel for the first time, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and you'll never miss a show. And also go check out our previous videos, like I said, if you are new here. As ever, if you thoroughly enjoyed this content, go ahead and smash that like. Really do appreciate that. Helps get the channel out to like-minded individuals like yourself. Now, what a day it was yesterday. Out of nowhere, Bitcoin, well, it seemed to be out of nowhere. Bitcoin bang up to 19k. I think even the most bullish people, even a lot of people shouting out that the bottom's in, probably didn't expect that to happen yesterday. Now, obviously, was talking about going back up to 18k and even 18.4, being interesting areas, but obviously we went even higher. We got above 19k, just short of the 19,200 currently is the high. Now, if you've been following Savage doing his Bitcoin charts, he did say that this was absolutely possible. I personally, I said, always happy to say when I get it wrong. I didn't think that was probable, didn't think that was going to actually play out, and it has. But it's not hugely surprising. And do I think it's all over for the bears, and can we absolutely guarantee that the bull market is back? No, we can't, ladies and gentlemen. It's still too early for this, in my opinion. Solely based on, I mentioned it on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, it's at Joe's Crypto Chaos. I said, look, invalidation's not at 18k, invalidation's not at 18.4, setting a new high compared to before the last drop. Invalidation is still much higher. We've got to still break comfortably, above 20k into like that 23k region for me currently. Looking at this, especially looking at the 55 EMA, getting open and close above there, then maybe we can think something's going on. So I mentioned on my last individual video about watch out those RSIs, guys. Look at those daily RSIs. They're literally almost as high as they can go now, and the weekly has shot up as well. And if you not expecting a pullback now, I think that's a brave call. You'd have to kind of expect some kind of a pullback here, in my personal opinion. Now, looking at the Dow Jones, I think the Dow Jones again in a really interesting position. You guys know I'm short on the Dow Jones currently. Obviously, I had a short on Bitcoin, which stopped out for a small win. Admittedly, could have locked in more gains, but it's okay because we can look to re-enter. Just haven't currently re-entered at the moment, but still short on the Dow Jones. Now, we did get above 34,200 yesterday, closed just below. Again, obviously, just trading today, last day of the week for the Dow, Friday. I think it's going to be a really interesting day to watch the stock market today and see where we get that weekly close on equities. I still see that 34 to 35k bracket as no major resistance. I really do. And yeah, look, if we can get back. If we can get back above 35k, take out some highs on the Dow Jones, then maybe we're not going into this recession that seems to be getting called out, and maybe 2023 is going to be more bullish than I anticipate. But at the moment, I'm still not seeing any signs of that, and the charts just mostly look ready for a significant rollover. To me, that's how I'm looking at it in a minute. And again, we've got Savage on the channel charting things out pretty nicely. Things are kind of playing out. Of course, again, going back to Bitcoin, it's not easy to just call it was going to go above 19k. It was just always a possibility, right? And that possibility has played out. But folks, we are expecting a pullback on the channel. So again, I've talked about people who are dollar cost averaging out there. I said I'm not going to criticize yet, and if you bought cheap, if you bought around 15, 16, 17k Bitcoin and you're in profits now on some altcoins or Bitcoin, etc., then all I will say to you, can't give you financial advice, but seriously consider locking in gains, because if we're right at the start of this market here, even if it's the start of a bull run, you just don't know, right? I don't think anyone can call that straight away. So why not just at least lock in, even if it's just 5-10%? That's what I'd be doing if I had already bought some positions. Take some money off the table, then you've got the rest of the coins if you did catch the bottom. But I don't believe the bottom's in myself personally at the moment. Now, the big question is what's going to be the catalyst for the next rollover. There may be a couple of catalysts, there may not be. We're just kind of waiting out to see the news, but very rarely do these kind of charts lie. We're seeing, obviously, I think a lot of it was that there was a lot of heavy shorting, to be honest. And I think that's probably pushed Bitcoin up, you know, an extra $1,000 here or there, because I think there was just so much short liquidity to take. It was just too easy. The market makers are absolutely, you know, in full control here. They're always in full control anyway, but I think more now than ever, especially if, you know, a lot of retail having left the space towards the back end of last year. So market makers are fully moving this market, folks, and they're just going to have fun, and they're just going to keep you know, taking liquidity. And this is why I always say, you know, no stop loss, no trade. It's so important you have this risk management. Again, Bitcoin, my Bitcoin trade stopped out, but I took a small profit because I moved that stop loss into the green. If I didn't do that, if I didn't have a stop loss, I would have got wrecked. I would have, you know, been, instead, where I stopped out in sub 17.5. Imagine if I'd let that run to, you know, to 19k, folks. This is why I keep saying, please use a stop loss, please use risk management. You know, it's so important. Otherwise, you're just gonna end up, you know, just completely exposing yourself. Now, DXY, obviously we lost that key level of 103. However, we're still holding that next key level of 101. So again, Savage has been charting the DXY for us. He did that in yesterday's video when we was on with Polina, and it is showing signs that that could be coming to an end. Of course, it could go much lower. Of course, it could. And then if the DXY is to go much lower, you know, we probably will see Bitcoin back above 20k. We, you know, could see the Dow Jones back above 35k. But I'm still expecting some kind of, you know, reversal on this DXY shortly. I don't just see it being a catastrophic, you know, collapse of the DXY and the whole market's becoming bullish from when it set that last high of 114. Again, can't tell you what the catalyst is going to be, folks. It could be a number of things, but I do think, you know, it's coming. You know, other indicators, stochastic RSIs as well, are also in the sky, especially on the higher time frames. So be careful out there, folks. Ethereum, also, you know, an interesting one. I still think we're going to see, you know, sub $1,000 Ethereum. Still seeing no signs of changing my opinion on that. If we were to maybe, you know, get back above sort of that 1750 range, then yeah, okay, I'd think maybe the bottom is in for Ethereum when it came in the summer of last year, and this kind of sub $1,000 that a lot of us are expecting isn't going to come in. But at the minute, I am kind of still expecting that. I just wanted to keep this one, you know, short this morning because I'm going to go off and do another recording with some of the others on the team now. So I hope everyone has a you know, fantastic Friday. Again, if you've been supporting the channel, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you again.